Hi, this is Simon Chan, and welcome to my No BS, No Hype network marketing training. Members of my mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis. And today's question comes from a leader out in Australia who says, I've got a question about the effective presentation formula. If you don't know what the effective presentation formula, you can read more about it. Okay, I'll post the link at the bottom here. Okay, but previously our presentations have been ranging from to at least an hour to sometimes even 2 hours to 2 hours, which is too long. We've been building rapport at the start, then going into too much detail. After hearing about this formula, I realized, wow, our presentations need to be shorter and more relevant to the prospect. I've used the effective presentation formula recently for the first time, and the whole presentation finished in less than an hour, which I was quite happy about. My question is, do you still build rapport at the start before presenting the 5 things? I was presenting for a downline's prospect. We met for the first time at the presentation, and my downline was there as well. So again, if you don't know what the effective presentation formula is, just scroll down. I'll put the link on here. Just give a really quick overview of what it is, and definitely take a look at the free video and audio on my website. So you can just go there. You see the top of the website or on the sidebar how to sponsor your first 4 distributors. That gives you a quick rundown of what that is and how to invite your distributors. So to answer your question is, the rapport is very important because it's about building relationships. Right? So I definitely include that. And sometimes, people, think about when people leave the presentation, they probably will not remember the details, right? So you're going to bore them with the details. They'll get bored, they'll forget it. But what they will remember is your relationship. Even though your downlines, prospects, that person goes home, they'll remember who you are. So the rapport is important. How much do you do it? It just comes from practice. You realize how much is. It just comes from practice how much is necessary. The question is, when the prospect goes home, will they remember who you are? Okay, a week from now, they may not remember your name, but will they remember you? Okay, and doesn't mean they need to remember all your details. But if you're caring and let the person talk, the chances are the person will remember that you were a great person, you're a great listener, you're very professional. Will they remember you? Again. In the recent newsletter, I talked about selling experiences. Will they remember this experience and being with you? So I definitely include rapport there. And sometimes rapport can go very, very long. And which sometimes, it's just like talking to an old friend. If you bump them in school, you bump them at the shopping mall. Why do some people you talk for 3 minutes, 2 minutes? Some people can just stand there and talk for 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. Or sometimes you just stop shopping and go to a cafe, right, to talk more. Because it's all about the relationship. But normally, sometimes if a friend introduce you to someone, it could be like 2 minutes standing there in the mall, or it could be 5-10 minutes chit-chatting, catching up, right? You have a better idea of where the person's talking openly and freely. That's the best rule, where the person's not guarded. It's easily sharing and talking things to you. If you're just doing what the talking, the person's closed, then that means the person's not really open, and the person is not going to be open for the presentation either. So as long as the person's talking openly, sharing with you, then you've got a good rapport, and then you can go on. And generally, I like to keep the meeting short, like you said, like an hour most. If I do more about the rapport, then maybe I'll keep the rest a little shorter. Okay, I'll go quicker on the details about the company. And if the prospect is good, they will want to learn more, and the meeting could go further. They may ask more questions at the end, which could make it an hour and a half, even maybe it's 2-hour meeting, depending on the interest of the prospect, right? If the prospect is really, really interested, they may ask you, after you finish presenting, they may ask you all these questions. So that's a great prospect. If a prospect is immediately not interested, they just probably won't ask many questions. And so you don't need to waste their time. You don't need to waste your time as well. But the rapport is very important. And generally, just 2 tips. Think back to if you have to bump into a random friend at the shopping mall and stuff, when do you say, okay, I got to go, right? Or it could be an acquaintance or a friend introduce you to someone. When do you go? And normally, you know what the right timing is. And in this meeting, the good rule of thumb is when the person can talk openly and freely. It's just not you talking, but they're opening, or they're laughing, or they're smiling. Then as long as there's 2-way communication established. All right. This is Simon Chan. Thank you again for watching my No BS, No Hype network marketing training. Remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life today. God bless you all.